and it just didn't really work that well. But then, yeah, in the morning when there was still some, I guess, USA people trading, and then at the end when it's beginning of London session, it seemed to be really good.
Yeah, right. Okay. I wonder if that was just because of what happened yesterday in the London session, or whether it just works better later in the day.
I think because it's one of the things that is used in the indicator is like MACD but volume as well. I think when there's low volume, it doesn't pick up the signals properly. But
Yeah. Okay.
if there is high volume, it seems to do pretty well.
All right. Cool, man.
So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
So it does well in high volume.
Well, yeah, like the volume is one of the indicators that I included to say if it if it does, like if these conditions are met, then give me an indication to either buy or sell, and volume is one of those.
Okay.
So if there is low volume, it doesn't really show any indications.
So it may not work as well during the Tokyo session, potentially.
No, I think it's probably better during end of the like our morning and then our evening. I think
Yeah.
during the day because typically our volume's quite low, it doesn't really pick up anything well, or it might give it a false signal or something. So I'll go back through what I've done, but yeah, all the trades in the morning up until about the last one was at 10:40. They were all wins, and then there was just like win loss, win loss, win loss during the day,
Yep.
and then after about 4 o'clock, it was just win, 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 win. So maybe it's yeah,
Well, we'll go
works
back.
better when there's more volume in the market.
Yeah. So the London session potentially. You get a lot more volume in the London session. Let's go back. Let's have a look around about yesterday. We'll look at the London session at all. Did anyone have a was anyone trading that? Troy, did you jump on the London session at all?
Yeah, no, not London. I got tagged in the Asia's Open yesterday, but it was
Oh, we'll go over that in a second. Um, we'll go over that in a second, man, and then we'll just have a look. Like that massive drop yesterday. Look at that on the London session.
Yeah,
So there was obviously some news or something happening there for that to happen. It might even be related to what you were saying yesterday, Sam. With
yeah,
on
the China USA deal.
tariffs.
Yeah,
like that's huge.
Like,
Look at that. Yeah, I was on my phone watching this candle, just going, fuck, look at it go. I didn't jump in on it though. I just left that. Let's go back. Let's go back to yesterday's trade. So here we are. Let's go to the start of the session. Crazy we haven't filled that gap though, but look, he's going to have to get filled
yeah,
at some point, eventually. So we'll see how we go. So from my position, I actually closed at a 2-1. So I got a 2-1 on that trade.
oh nice.
It ended up reaching a 4-1. It came back, hit a 3-1, retraced, and continued down. Where was your entry point, Troy? Or is it because your stop loss is bigger? Or
what was my stop loss? 49.
yep.
My entry 327719.
You were down there. Oh, so you went off this level here. Let me just move
Yeah,
this. So you went off this level here,
yeah,
around there somewhere. Yep.
yeah. That's it. And it entered and went in the top a little bit, and then see
That pullback
the
here.
bearish wick at 11 a.m. We just hit my stop loss, like just pipped it.
Was it this week here? Or that week there?
11 a.m.
That one there.
Yeah,
Okay.
got me.
Bummer. Fucking bummer, man.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah, that is what it is, mate.
yeah, that's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Is what it is. So I originally had my position to close off at this level here, at this imbalance. Right. So I was going to set it there, but because that's if we're watching the trade. But because I left and wasn't watching it, I closed off at this area, at this level here. So I set my take profit at that level there, which is just a 2-1, almost.
Nice.
So pretty much like that. So I managed to get that, which was good. What time is it? Let's
2-to-1 still a good trade.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%. Look, man, if you can just do 2-to-1s, and if you only held for 2-to-1s using this system with the right spreads, then there's no doubt you're going to be profitable. No doubt.
Oh yeah.
I'd be extremely surprised. But I'm going off my stop losses and stuff as well. So I'm going off a tight stop loss. So with this exact setup I'm doing with the stop loss, and if you got the right spreads, then mate, I'd be extremely surprised if you weren't profitable just holding for a 2-to-1 every day. Let's have a look where we're at today. It's a little bit choppy, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't mean shit.
It's going to fill that massive gap from the London session yesterday.
I don't have it on my chart. Is it on a wonder or something? Oh, you mean from the London session or the? Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
That gap?
That massive hit yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a long way to come, hasn't it? But I mean, doesn't mean it won't. Look how much it dropped yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, they could probably fill. If it does push up, there's potential that it does fill that gap from the London Open yesterday at 5 o'clock. I don't know. I mean, who knows? If we had a crystal ball, that'd be great. But
see, I don't have a gap on this chart, but is it here? Is it? Is the gap there?
No, not the gap. I just mean that that imbalance, that fair value gap.
Oh, fair value gap. Sorry, man. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were saying like a proper gap like that. All good.
Oh no, yeah, that fair value gap. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens if it gets up into that point. What's that like? 3, 2, 5, 6 ish.
Around here, this area here.
Yeah.
That area there. Yeah. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out today.
Just due to news, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like more and more deals going to be done with tariffs, and that means bearish news for gold, right?
100%.
Yeah, probably. It's a bit tough. The market's fucking like it. Volatility is good because it means you can make money if you're in the right spots. But
look, it's good for this style. It's good because we just need those little moves. We get that breakout. We just need that little movement to win some pretty good trades. All right, let's quickly mark this up. So originally, my original point, this manipulation candle, I wasn't taking it. I was just ignoring that. Wasn't going to take that into account at all. So I was going to go from this level here, from there, which we're now broken through and retested. So where I'll be looking at now is going from here. I'll go from that level there. Beautiful, man. And then this area here, we've got a couple of levels. So it's a little bit more difficult, but I like this zone here because we've respected it 3 times. So we've come, tapped in, tapped in, tapped in. We haven't quite broken through that area yet on that level there. So I really do like that. I really do like that. To me, that's a strong level that if we do break through, we should get a decent push to at least, hopefully, to at least down here somewhere. Maybe to that imbalance or to the bottom of that candle. I wouldn't say to that wick. I'd ignore that. So probably there to there to be safe. So I'll be looking at a setup, something like this today. Nice and easy. Boom. Boom. I'm happy with that. We got this area here, these areas here, but because there's, you got the candle, you got a wick there, wick there, wick there. They're so close together. If I was going to go from that area, I'd probably go from the bottom of that one there. So it's kind of in between both. But
yeah,
to me, this is a cleaner setup. This area here is a cleaner setup to me. So I'll be looking at that level right there. Looking at some sort of reaction from here. So just to pass the TP1, we may get a reaction off that imbalance there. And then with the buy position, so we've tapped it here and then we've tapped it there. I know that's a big wick there, but because we've tapped into that zone there, I'd probably be looking at that area. If that zone wasn't there, I'd be looking at this candle here as a reaction. get some sort of reaction off that, which we might still get, but because we've come in and respected this area here, I'll be looking more likely of reaction from that area there. That's what my expectation will be anyway. So potentially looking at holding to a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 in the buy position, depending how the candles move. If we do break past this point here and get a nice close, then I'll hold to a 5-to-1 for that level there. And then on the sell position, again, I'll be looking at here, potentially closing my trade off here, depending how we react off this zone. And then the next level, like I said, I'm not too fussed about that candle there. The next level will be down there. So if we do break this zone and close below that, I'd potentially be looking at a closing around a 4-to-1. Maybe even a 5-to-1 on that too. But it all depends how we oops, what did I do then? Hang on a sec. Escape. Oh shit, what have I done? Oh no. Yeah, 1 second. I've just gone into full screen. You guys still see the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, we're on. So we're in now. So yeah, boys, that's my levels, and these are the zones I'll be looking at respecting these areas here, this zone here, this zone here. See how we go.
Yeah, it looks like there's zones that basically a 3-to-1 and on the long and nearly a 4-to-1 on the short.
Yep. So 1, 2. So what area are you looking at? This area here.
Yeah.
At the bottom of that wick.
Yeah, because there's a width on the left, just
that area there. Let's touch that. Yep. Yeah, potentially, man. Yep, 100%. And then what were you saying on the buy position?
The buy position from that, not the manipulation candle, but the last sort of high red wick on the left.
Yep.
Dumped is basically just over a 3-to-1 on the buy, I think. Yeah, on there. Or nearly a 3-to-1. Yeah.
Yeah, nearly a 3-to-1. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty good setup, man. Pretty happy with that. If we do get a breakout again, we could get faked out. If we get faked out, whatever, it is what it is. Is what it is. Hey Troy, did you when you're setting your stop loss, for example, if you're setting like $100 loss or $200 loss, is slippage affecting you at all? So when it stops it out, it's actually 2 or 3 times more than what your stop loss was?
No, it's not.
Cool.
It's pretty well set in. Like,
good.
I'm only risking my funded challenge 25k, so I'm only risking 1%. That's $250. So.
And when you get stopped out, it's around $250.
It's around. What was it yesterday? 260 something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's normal. Normal slippage. Yep. And who are you with?
I'm with Funded Next.
Funded Next. Okay. Cool, man. Well, that's good. That's good. I know, like there are some companies that most of them of the prop firms do simulating trading, but say for example FTMO, so they do simulating trading, but they're still connected to a server. Where you got other prop firms where they do simulating and they're not connected to servers, they just create their own. So they create their own price action. You want to avoid those. You want to avoid those prop firms because the issue with that is it doesn't matter. They'll just put a generic code in there to say, okay, cool. Well, we expect high slippage in the Tokyo Open. We're just going to set it at X amount. So then it's not really reliable on market conditions, where you got ones like FTMO where they still connect it to a server and still get the market conditions at the time. So it sounds like the one that you're with do the same thing, man, which is really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it so far.
Yeah, good. There's a lot to take into consideration, isn't there, when you're going live?
Oh, all the rules and regulations, absolutely.
Yeah, and just even things you don't think about like that. Making sure you're with a prop firm that are connected to servers and doing things properly and legitimately, because it'll make a difference of you being a profitable trader or not. You know, just those little things that you don't think about.
Well, I'd rather be trading real market conditions, not a simulation, right?
Exactly. Exactly, man. It's exactly what you want. Unfortunately, a lot of prop firms don't do that. So that's a massive candle. This is a very bullish candle we're getting at the moment. So we'll see how it closes. Again, what we don't want is for it to enter us in this trade before this candle close, because then the issue we'll have on the next candle. So if this one comes up and enters us now and doesn't move up far enough, if it does enter us, we want it to at least get to around a 2-to-1, because if not, if it enters and stays around here, the next candle open, we may get that bottom wick created. If it does continue up, stop us out and then continue up. So that's what we don't want. But this is a very, very, very bullish candle. And it's getting close. It's getting close. Let's zoom on that. It's 3 minutes still, so anything could happen. It's broken through. I really don't want it to enter us until the next candle. It's looking like it wants to, though.
What's everyone's spreads like at the moment?
All right, we're in. We are in. Let's see.
Spreads, I'm seeing 31 with me.
Let's go.
Yeah, what have I got? I've got
around 14.
I'm looking on Pepperstone's chart, and it's about 20 cents.
8, yeah, okay. Look, 20 cents is okay. I see markets are sitting at 14. Let's see what ACAP. ACAP's probably the same as Pepperstone, I would say. They're always roughly around the same. So, well, ACAP's pretty high at the moment, man. 35.
Yeah.
TP1 hit. TP1. Boom shakalaka. This is a massive candle. So
candle, man, that's huge.
That's huge. It's huge. Hopefully this next, because of the size of this candle, this next one, if this candle closes above this manipulation zone here, if we get a close above there, I'd be happy to say we're going to at least hit a 3-to-1. If not, if it doesn't, it starts retracing and looks ugly. If we break this level here that I've got marked off, then we're probably going to go back down, I would say, if we break through this level. But this is looking insanely strong, man. Like, this is looking really good. Hopefully it closes above that level there.
Yeah.
All in a day's work, boys. Come on, let's go. Hit the TP2. But I mean, if you, again, I'll repeat this a lot, but 100K funded account, you're $1,000 up at the moment, even more. If you close it now, you're nearly $2,000.
Yeah.
All right, 50 seconds to this close. If it stays above this zone, we're looking pretty good. Unless it's going to react from here, this candle there, which I don't think so. So yeah, if we stay above this zone, we should be good to at least get close to the TP3. Give me a sign. Come on. Don't retrace. Right, 20 seconds. Even if the next one candle is, if this is going to continue to go bullish, we may get a pullback down to this zone.
Yeah.
Potentially. If it doesn't just keep going. I mean, there's a lot of volume in the market at the moment. There's a lot of buying pressure, so it may just open and continue up. If not, if we do get a retracement, hopefully we get a rebound off this zone here and continue.
Yeah.
To create that big bottom wick. It might even retrace from there, actually, from the top of that. Let's go. Let's go. It's a pretty big bottom wick it's going to create if it does decide to go back up.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think IC markets and Blueberry pretty similar with their spreads, which is great.
Yeah, that's good.
And then ACAP and Pepperstone are pretty similar. So I think the ideal broker to go with will be Blueberry. Trading here. Again, we'll catch up and talk more about that.
Yeah.
Offline.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear about it.
Yeah. There's a lot to discuss. So all good things, mate. All good things.
Awesome.
Another thing you go.
Oh, I was just looking at when I was actually doing that funded challenge before. What they did, and again, I think it's because they weren't connected to an actual market. But if you placed a pending order, like a stop order, the amount of margin needed to cover that order was technically, by their standards, already used up. So if you were to put on like a 1%, you couldn't actually do that again at the bottom unless you cancel the other trade, which was really fucking annoying.
Yeah, that is frustrating. TP2 hit.
Like, you've already used.
Yeah, it's frustrating, man. Again, that's why you need to be with the right brokers and the right prop firms. Because again, it'll make a difference if you being a mediocre trader or a professional trader. You know, if you want to be professional and fucking be profitable and just live off this, you need to have the right setup, right brokers, right everything. All right, this thing keeps pushing up. That'd be good. It's created that bottom wick now, so if it is going to continue, we should be good. So smash it to TP2. Our next level is here now. If we can break above that, we should be looking good for a TP5, I would say. Go back and have a look. I mean, you got this level here, you know, if you really want to be, but I don't worry about that. No, I don't worry about that. No. Oops. So it's been a good start. Good start to the week. TP4 hit yesterday.
Yeah.
TP2 hit today so far. It's not bad.
It's a pretty good week. That's most people what they get in a month.
100%, man. Yeah. Exactly right. And again, with the right broker or the right prop firm, there's no reason why you shouldn't be profitable, you know?
Yeah.
It's just these, you know, obviously you got to allow for the spreads. But yeah. So I think once we discuss what broker and stuff we'll use, we'll do a challenge. The sooner we can get that going, the better. Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll decide whether we'll go with. Look, I think I think Blueberry is going to be the way to go. They have a prop firm as well, and the prop firm offers the same spreads. Their server is in London, so look, what we might do is use a VPS, which we can discuss more about. I don't know if you guys know too much about VPS.
No, I've never used it.
All right, so what we'll do at the moment, you get so from Australia, if you're using a broker and their servers in London and we're trading, you want to be closer. The closer to the server, the quicker, the less slippage you get, because when you buy price and stop price, at the moment it's like 300 milliseconds before the order actually goes through. With a VPN, and that's what will create a lot of slippage, which can really, it can really fuck you up. With a VPS, Blueberry have got one of the best milliseconds on the market, Blueberry and ACAP, and it's 1 millisecond. So pretty much, and doing the way we do without market execution, putting the stop orders in, buy order and sell stop, as soon as it hits it, it's literally enters straight away.
Yeah.
And it protects us as well from when there's low volume in the market, because the Tokyo Open is known for having low volume. It's why a lot of people don't trade it. So it'll protect us from that. And it will protect us if there is news events or something that happens and it just reverses and stops us out. It will protect our stop loss as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll do it properly. I think they're about... There's actually one that I use. I can send you the link or whatever later, but we can discuss all this once we decide which path we're going to go down with the challenge.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Want the best possible setup.
What leverage that as well?
Blueberry, it's the same as IC markets.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's around. He sent me a screenshot last week. 8cap was at 30 cents. IC markets was at 15, and they were at 15 as well. So they're pretty bang on with IC markets, which is good. Anywhere from 10 to 15 cents during the Tokyo Open.
yeah.
Which is perfect for this style of trading. It's during the London and New York Open, it probably drops down to even like 5 to 8 cents. Or I call that position's closed now. So TP2 on the buy position.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
That's it. I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps pushing up, because it's been like you said, about half an hour or so, maybe even stretching out to 11 o'clock, and then it really takes off in one direction.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens there.
Yeah, and plus there's a lot of liquidity from yesterday. Like, look at all that liquidity there yesterday to take. You got a couple of imbalances here. Oh no, that's already been fulfilled. But you got a lot of liquidity there, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if we do get a big push up today. But again, who knows? Who knows, man? See what happens. You boys want to wait?
Question.
Yeah, go. Yep.
Do you think it'll go up today? Because I like the tariff news yesterday.
Yeah, so that's what we're just saying there. Look, there's a lot of liquidity there for it to grab. So we'll go on the 15-minute time frame. There's a lot of liquidity here, so we could potentially go up. I would be expecting it to go up, but again, you just don't know. You just don't know. Like, if we do get a push up, I would expect it to at least hit this level here today. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't, because I'm going to leave this buy position open because I still think this gap needs to be filled.
Yeah.
So I'm still leaving that position. Yeah. So I'm in from yesterday, and it's obviously didn't touch it. So I'm going to leave this open, because I'm fairly confident if we do break this zone, we should at least continue up to here. If not, and it stops out, whatever. I'm not fussed, man, but yeah. So at least we should, at least if it does continue up today, we should at least get to this zone here, I would say.
Got you.
Yeah. It's my opinion.
Not financial advice.
Definitely not financial advice at all. That's just my personal opinion. Yesterday my personal opinion was that we're going to break through. Yesterday my opinion was we're going to break through here and fill this gap, and that didn't happen. So all we need to do is be set up for any scenario. You know what I mean? So we're set up, and you know, the way we trade is we're set up for any scenario. If we break here and we get a buy, happy days. And if we break here and get a sell, happy days. It's just,
Oh, so you're in both positions still.
well, this sell position hasn't hit, so I won't be this now. So this one closed off at a TP2,
Yeah.
right? So if you could have taken profits at a TP2 there or a TP1, depending on your account size and, you know, if you're doing funded challenges or whatever. So now, because this is a winning trade, oddly, I take this sell position off. If this was a losing trade, I would leave this position open. But that's just how I trade. You know, you just do whatever works for you and have your take profit zones. So these are the take profit zones. You know, like Hustle always says, if you're doing a funded challenge, just always close it at 1-to-1 until you at least pass that challenge.
Yeah.
With this system, you could potentially do 2-to-1. But again, man, it's just whatever works for you and your style.
Makes sense. Got you. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Anything else, boys?
No, nothing from me.
Man.
That's it.
Cool, cool.
All right.
All right, done.
All right, boys.
Done. Well,
Have a good day, guys. We'll chat again same time tomorrow.
too easy.
Cool.
All right, see you, boys. Bye.
See you later.
So that's it. A TP2 hit on our buy position today. So that's another profitable day. I'm personally going to close off the sell position and let it ride and see how we go. All right. See ya.